Sage Erickson was born on December 3, 1990, in Ojai, California, to a family with a deep connection to the ocean. Raised in a coastal town, Sage was naturally drawn to the water from an early age. Her father, a passionate surfer, introduced her to the world of surfing at just 6 years old, and it quickly became clear that Sage had a deep love for the sport. Growing up near the beach, she spent much of her time in the water, learning to navigate the waves and developing her skills in the ocean. Sage's early years in surfing were marked by a sense of exploration and fun. She initially began surfing on small boards, learning the fundamentals of the sport before progressing to larger waves. By the time she was in her early teens, she was already competing in local surfing competitions, where she began to gain recognition for her natural talent and fierce competitive spirit. As a teenager, Sage quickly became a standout in the competitive surfing scene, drawing attention for her powerful style and fluid movements on the waves. Throughout her childhood, Sage's parents provided the support and encouragement needed to pursue her dreams in surfing. Her mother, who was a former competitive swimmer, also played a role in fostering Sage's love for athletics and the ocean. Sage's upbringing in a supportive and active household provided her with the foundation to excel not only in surfing but also in other sports like skateboarding, which further contributed to her understanding of balance and athleticism. Career breakthrough and rise to prominence. Sage Erickson's career began to take off in the late 2000s when she qualified for the World Surf League (WSL) Championship Tour in 2010. Her rise to prominence was accelerated by her success in amateur and junior competitions, where she established herself as one of the most talented up-and-coming surfers in the country. Sage's ability to perform under pressure, her strong work ethic, and her focus on improving her skills all played a role in her rapid ascent within the competitive surfing world. In 2011, at the age of 20, Sage achieved her career breakthrough when she earned a spot on the WSL Championship Tour (CT), marking a pivotal moment in her career. Competing alongside some of the best female surfers in the world, Sage quickly adapted to the pressure and challenges of the top level of competition. Her performances were marked by a combination of smooth, powerful turns and an innate ability to read the waves and maximize their potential. Throughout her rookie season on the CT, Sage showed flashes of brilliance, demonstrating that she had the potential to compete at the highest level. However, it was her ability to consistently improve and develop her skills that set her apart from her peers. She continued to perform well in key events, earning respect from her fellow competitors and fans alike. Her breakthrough came in 2014, when she earned her first major victory on the championship tour at the Roxy Pro, a prestigious event in France. The victory was a testament to her skill and determination, and it signaled that Sage was a serious contender on the world stage. In addition to her individual success, Sage's performance in team-based events, such as the WSL's Team Challenge, further solidified her reputation as a top-tier surfer. By the time Sage reached her mid-20s, she had firmly established herself as one of the most consistent and accomplished female surfers in the world. Main achievements and milestones. Sage Erickson's career has been marked by a series of impressive achievements that have defined her as one of the leading athletes in the sport of surfing. Her accomplishments not only showcase her talent but also her dedication to the sport and her ability to overcome obstacles along the way. Some of her most significant milestones include WSL Championship Tour victory, 2014. Sage's victory at the Roxy Pro in France in 2014 was one of the most significant achievements of her career. This win not only marked her first CT victory but also solidified her place among the elite group of surfers on the World Surf League's Championship Tour. Her performance at this event was a demonstration of her skill and versatility in various wave conditions. Top 10 WSL rankings. Throughout her career, Sage has consistently been ranked in the top 10 on the WSL Championship Tour. Her ability to compete at a high level year after year has earned her recognition as one of the most consistent performers in women's surfing. Her ranking has often placed her in the company of other elite surfers, and her competitive spirit has driven her to continually improve her performances on the tour. Strong results in international competitions. In addition to her success on the WSL Championship Tour, Sage has also excelled in international competitions. She has competed in several prestigious surf events, including the US Open of Surfing and the Maui Pro, earning strong finishes and further adding to her impressive resume. Sage's success at these events has helped solidify her reputation as one of the most versatile surfers in the world. Mentoring and advocacy for women's surfing. Throughout her career, Sage has been a vocal advocate for women's surfing and gender equality within the sport. She has spoken out about the need for increased opportunities and recognition for female athletes in the surfing world, pushing for equal pay and more exposure for women's events. Her advocacy for women in surfing has helped pave the way for future generations of female surfers to break barriers and achieve success at the highest levels of competition. Brand partnerships and sponsorships. As one of the most marketable and well-known female surfers, Sage has partnered with several major brands throughout her career. Companies such as Roxy, Nike, Red Bull, and Hurley have supported her through sponsorships, providing her with the resources and visibility to continue excelling in the sport. Her partnerships with these brands have also allowed her to expand her influence beyond surfing and into other areas of sports and lifestyle. Dedication to health and fitness. Sage is known for her commitment to physical fitness, both as a surfer and as an athlete. She places a strong emphasis on maintaining her strength, flexibility, and mental focus, which has helped her perform at a high level throughout her career. Her holistic approach to fitness has become an essential part of her routine, ensuring that she remains in peak condition for each competition. Challenges and final years. Like many athletes, Sage Eriksson has faced challenges throughout her career. From injuries to the mental and emotional toll of professional competition, Sage has encountered obstacles that have tested her resilience. However, her ability to overcome these difficulties has defined her character and made her a stronger competitor. Injuries, particularly to her knee and shoulder, have occasionally sidelined Sage, forcing her to take time off from competition to recover. These setbacks have been frustrating, but Sage's determination and strong work ethic have allowed her to bounce back and continue competing at the highest level. Despite the challenges, Sage has remained a prominent figure in women's surfing, constantly striving to improve her performance and stay competitive in a rapidly evolving sport. As Sage enters the later stages of her career, she has shifted her focus to mentorship, coaching, and promoting surfing to the next generation. Her passion for the sport remains as strong as ever, and she has dedicated herself to giving back to the surfing community. Whether it's through teaching young surfers or advocating for a more inclusive and equitable surfing culture, Sage continues to inspire and mentor others both on and off the water. Carissa Kainani Moore was born on August 27, 1992, in Honolulu, Hawaii, to parents Chris and Robin Moore. Growing up in Hawaii, a place renowned for its surfing culture, Carissa was introduced to the ocean and surfing from a very young age. Her father, a former professional surfer, played an instrumental role in nurturing her interest in the sport. Carissa's family had a deep connection to the sea, and her father's experience with surfing shaped much of her early development in the sport. By the age of 5, Carissa was already learning how to ride waves on a boogie board. With her natural athleticism and keen sense of the water, she quickly moved on to a surfboard. Encouraged by her family, Carissa spent hours in the water every day, developing a profound understanding of the ocean's rhythms and honing her skills. Early on, it was clear that Carissa was no ordinary young surfer. Her raw talent and passion for the sport set her apart from other kids her age, making her a standout in the local surfing scene. Carissa's early success in local contests served as the foundation for what would become an illustrious career. She began competing in amateur events as a child and quickly earned recognition for her fearless approach to the waves and her competitive spirit. By the time she was 10, Carissa had already earned victories in several local surf competitions. Her parents, particularly her father, remained dedicated to supporting her development, providing her with the necessary resources, encouragement, and opportunities to pursue her passion for surfing at the highest level. Career peak. Dominating the World Surf League. Carissa Moore's ascent to the top of the professional surfing world began in earnest during her teenage years. At the age of 16, Carissa made her mark on the international stage when she qualified for the World Surf League (WSL) Championship Tour, a remarkable achievement that solidified her place among the best surfers in the world. Her talent and dedication quickly earned her a reputation for powerful, smooth, and stylish performances, setting the stage for a career that would redefine women's surfing. In 2011, at the age of 18, Carissa Moore won her first WSL Championship Tour event in Hawaii, securing a victory at the prestigious Roxy Pro. This victory was a testament to her maturity as a surfer, as she displayed incredible composure and skill in the highly competitive environment of the WSL. With this win, Carissa established herself as a major force in women's surfing, and her future in the sport looked incredibly promising. Carissa's breakthrough year came in 2011 when she became the youngest female surfer ever to win the WSL World title at just 18 years old. Her victory marked a turning point in her career, as she became one of the most prominent faces in professional surfing. She followed this success with another World Championship in 2013, and by this time, Carissa had established herself as the dominant force in women's surfing. Over the years, Carissa continued to shine on the WSL Championship Tour, winning multiple world titles and solidifying her reputation as one of the greatest female surfers of all time. Her powerful, fluid style, combined with her ability to perform under pressure, made her a fan favorite and a consistent contender at the top of the rankings. Throughout her career, Carissa's ability to tackle challenging waves and her versatility in a variety of surf conditions made her a formidable competitor. Carissa's professional career reached new heights in 2019 when she won her fifth World Surf League (WSL) World Championship title, confirming her position as one of the most successful surfers in history. The victory came after a fierce battle with some of the best surfers in the world, and it was a testament to her unmatched skill, work ethic, and consistency. Carissa's journey to her fifth world title was one marked by dedication, passion, and resilience, as she continued to push the boundaries of what was possible for women in surfing. Main achievements and milestones. Throughout her career, Carissa Moore has amassed an impressive list of accomplishments that have firmly established her as one of the most accomplished and influential athletes in the history of women's surfing. Below are some of her most significant achievements. 5-time WSL World Champion. Carissa Moore has won the World Surf League World Championship title 5 times. 2011, 2013, 2015, 2019, and 2021. These victories solidified her status as one of the most successful female surfers of all time. Her 5 titles are a testament to her skill, dedication, and consistency over the years. Olympic gold medalist. In 2021, Carissa Moore made history by winning the first ever Olympic gold medal in surfing at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. As part of the debut of surfing in the Summer Games, Carissa's victory was a groundbreaking achievement, both for her personally and for the sport as a whole. She overcame fierce competition to claim the gold medal, cementing her legacy as one of the sport's greatest athletes. Numerous WSL Tour wins. Throughout her career, Carissa has claimed victory in numerous WSL Championship Tour events. Her wins include prestigious events such as the Roxy Pro, the Uluwatu CT, and the Maui Pro. These victories have been pivotal in securing her multiple world titles and have made her a dominant figure in women's surfing. Record-breaking performances. Carissa has consistently set records in women's surfing, from becoming the youngest ever world champion to achieving the most championship tour wins by a female surfer. Her performances in big wave events and her ability to adapt to different wave conditions have made her a versatile and well-rounded athlete. Influence on women's surfing. Carissa Moore has been a trailblazer for women's surfing, inspiring countless young girls to take up the sport. Her impact extends beyond her victories. She has used her platform to advocate for gender equality in surfing and to promote the growth of women's participation in the sport. She has become a role model for aspiring female surfers and a vocal supporter of inclusivity in the surfing community. Global recognition and sponsorships. Carissa's success has earned her sponsorships from major global brands such as Nike, Red Bull, Roxy, and Hurley, among others. Her partnership with these companies has helped raise the profile of women's surfing and further solidified her status as a global icon. Through her media presence and endorsements, Carissa has become a well-known figure outside of the surfing world. Challenges and final years. Throughout her career, Carissa Moore has faced her share of challenges, from injuries to the mental and emotional toll that comes with competing at the highest level. Despite these hurdles, she has continually demonstrated resilience and determination, overcoming setbacks with grace and determination. In 2020, Carissa faced one of the most difficult periods of her career due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced the cancellation of major surf events, including the WSL Championship Tour. During this time, Carissa shifted her focus towards personal growth, mental health, and preparing for the next phase of her career. She has spoken openly about her struggles and has become an advocate for mental health in sports, encouraging athletes to prioritize their well-being and seek support when needed. Carissa's transition into the latter stages of her career has been marked by her focus on legacy building and inspiring the next generation of surfers. In addition to her competitive pursuits, she has also dedicated time to mentoring young surfers, supporting community initiatives, and advocating for environmental sustainability. Carissa's love for the ocean and the surfing lifestyle remains as strong as ever, and she continues to use her platform to raise awareness about the importance of protecting the environment and preserving the beaches and waves that have given her so much. Maia Gabeira was born on April 10, 1987 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, into a family that was well acquainted with the thrill of extreme sports. Her father, Fernando Gabeira, was a prominent Brazilian politician and environmentalist, and her mother, Maria Lucia, was a schoolteacher. Growing up near the stunning beaches of Rio, Maia was introduced to water sports early on. Her childhood was marked by an affinity for the ocean and the culture surrounding it. At the age of 6, Maia took her first steps towards surfing when she started taking swimming lessons and enjoying the ocean with her family. By the time she was 10, Maia was already experimenting with surfing, although it wasn't immediately clear that she would pursue it professionally. In fact, early on, her parents were more inclined toward encouraging her to focus on her studies, as extreme sports were often considered risky for girls at the time. However, Maia's passion for surfing grew stronger, and by the time she was 14, she had already become a proficient surfer. Her love for the sport evolved rapidly as she began to spend more time on the waves. While Maia was initially influenced by the local surf culture, it was the broader, more competitive surfing world that intrigued her the most. She looked up to female surfing icons like Lisa Anderson and began to imagine herself competing at the highest levels. Early career and the decision to pursue professional surfing. Maia's decision to pursue professional surfing came at the age of 17 when she made the bold choice to travel to Hawaii. Despite her parents' reservations about the dangerous nature of surfing, Maia moved to the north shore of Oahu, one of the most prestigious surf locations in the world. It was there that she truly immersed herself in the competitive surf scene, refining her skills and learning from the best in the world. In Hawaii, Maia quickly gained recognition for her strength and her fearless approach to the waves. She impressed seasoned surfers with her ability to take on massive waves, and it didn't take long before she was considered one of the promising young talents of women's surfing. With her natural ability, relentless drive, and hunger for success, Maia began competing in various local and international contests, working hard to build her reputation as an up-and-coming surfer. Her competitive edge was bolstered by her innate talent for handling big waves, which set her apart from many of her peers. In 2006, at just 19 years old, Maia secured her first significant victory by winning the Billabong XXL Global Big Wave Awards, which celebrated the bravado of surfers riding massive waves. This win marked her as a force to be reckoned with in the world of big wave surfing. It was also during this time that Maia caught the attention of major sponsors who saw the potential for a rising star in the surfing world. Career peak and breaking barriers. Maia Gabeira's career reached a major turning point when she made history by becoming one of the first women to surf some of the world's most challenging and dangerous waves. Her drive and willingness to push the limits of what women in surfing were capable of set her apart and propelled her to international fame. In 2009, Maia became the first woman ever to surf the famed Teahupo'o wave in Tahiti, which is considered one of the most dangerous waves in the world due to its powerful and hollow barrels. This daring achievement, coupled with her continued success on the world's biggest waves, catapulted her into the spotlight. Her fearlessness in the face of such daunting waves quickly garnered her the respect of male and female surfers alike. However, Maia's career reached its peak in 2014 when she surfed a wave that would change the course of her legacy. On October 28, 2014, she caught a wave at Praia do Norte, a break in Nazaré, Portugal, that was measured at an astonishing 20.72 meters, 68 feet, in height. This wave broke the world record for the largest wave ever ridden by a woman, earning Maia a spot in the history books. This achievement marked the culmination of years of dedication, training, and taking on increasingly larger waves. Her accomplishment in Nazare firmly established her as a pioneer in the world of big wave surfing. Maya's fearless approach to giant waves was not without its challenges. During her career, she experienced several accidents and near-death experiences. In 2013, she had a near-fatal wipeout while surfing a massive wave in Tahiti, which resulted in her being held underwater for several minutes. She suffered a serious leg injury in 2015, which kept her out of competition for some time. Despite these setbacks, Maya showed incredible resilience, and her return to the sport after each accident only served to highlight her indomitable spirit. Main achievements. Maya Gabeira's career is marked by a series of groundbreaking achievements in the world of big wave surfing. Record-breaking wave. In 2014, Maya surfed the largest wave ever ridden by a woman at Praia do Norte, Nazaré, Portugal, measuring an astounding 20.72 meters, 68 feet, in height. This achievement was a significant milestone for women's surfing and for the sport of big wave surfing as a whole. Billabong XXL Global Big Wave Awards. Maya won the prestigious Billabong XXL Global Big Wave Awards in 2006, cementing her status as one of the best big wave surfers in the world. This win helped her gain recognition on the international surf scene. Te Hupo'o. In 2009, Maya became the first woman to surf the legendary Te Hupo'o wave in Tahiti, one of the most dangerous and iconic waves in the world, making her a trailblazer in the sport. Inspiring women in surfing. Maya has served as an inspiration for many women in surfing, especially in the realm of big wave surfing, which was previously dominated by men. Through her career, she has proven that women can surf the world's biggest waves and compete with the best male surfers. Return from injuries. Maya's return to big wave surfing after each accident is a testament to her resilience and determination. Despite several major injuries, including a serious leg injury in 2015, Maya has continually bounced back to achieve great success. Later years and continuing influence. As of the late 2010s and into the 2020s, Maya Gabeira continues to compete and break new barriers in the world of big wave surfing. In 2020, after a 5-year hiatus from competitive events, she made her highly anticipated return to the Big Wave Awards, where she was nominated for Best Women's Performance of the Year for her wave at Praia do Norte in Nazaré. Maya has also become a significant advocate for women's equality in extreme sports, particularly in surfing. She has worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the need for more representation of women in big wave surfing and the sports world in general. In addition to her surfing achievements, Maya has become a prominent figure in the media, speaking out about the dangers and challenges of big wave surfing while encouraging the next generation of women to take risks and push the limits of the sport. Through her work with various surf organizations and her role as a mentor to young female surfers, Maya has helped to elevate the status of women in the sport and has fostered greater respect for women in extreme sports. Coco Ho was born on April 28, 1991, in Honolulu, Hawaii, into a family deeply ingrained in the world of surfing. Her father, Michael Ho, was a professional surfer and one of Hawaii's most respected surfers during the 1980s. Her uncle, Derek Ho, was a former World Surf League (WSL) champion, and her brother, Mason Ho, is also a professional surfer. Growing up on the island of Oahu, Coco was surrounded by the surf culture, and the ocean became her playground from an early age. Coco began surfing when she was just 5 years old, learning to ride waves with her family. As a child, she spent hours on the beach, honing her skills and developing a natural talent for the sport. Coco's first surfboard was a gift from her father, and she quickly showed an affinity for the water, drawing attention for her poise and technical ability in the waves. The Ho family's legacy in surfing provided Coco with both inspiration and motivation to pursue the sport at a higher level. By the age of 8, Coco was already competing in local contests, steadily making a name for herself in Hawaii's competitive surfing scene. Throughout her teenage years, Coco's skills continued to improve, and she began to dominate the local junior competitions. By the time she was in high school, she had already made a significant impact on the national surfing circuit. Her natural style, aggressive maneuvers, and smooth flow on the waves made her a standout competitor in the junior ranks. Breaking into the professional surfing scene. Coco's dedication to surfing and her undeniable talent soon led to her entry into the professional ranks. At the age of 16, she made her debut on the World Surf League, WSL Women's Championship Tour, CT, marking the beginning of her rise in the world of professional surfing. Coco's transition into the elite level of competitive surfing was seamless, as she immediately showcased her ability to compete against the best surfers in the world. Her first major breakthrough came in 2009 when Coco Ho won the prestigious U.S. Open of Surfing at Huntington Beach, California, making her one of the youngest surfers to win the event at the time. The victory was a pivotal moment in her career and established her as a serious contender on the WSL Championship Tour. It was at this point that Coco began to garner international attention, not only for her impressive performances but also for her friendly personality, marketable image, and strong social media presence. In the years that followed, Coco became a regular on the WSL CT, solidifying her place among the world's best surfers. Her ability to adapt to various surf conditions and her signature style on both big waves and smaller beach breaks set her apart from many of her peers. Her calm demeanor, fierce competitive spirit, and technical prowess continued to serve her well as she competed on the world stage. Career peak and notable achievements. Throughout her career, Coco Ho reached several career peaks, with her performances on the WSL Championship Tour cementing her reputation as one of the top female surfers in the world. Some of the key milestones and achievements that marked her rise to prominence include: U.S. Open of Surfing victory, 2009. Coco's breakthrough victory at the U.S. Open of Surfing in 2009 not only propelled her into the spotlight but also showcased her potential to compete at the highest levels of the sport. As one of the youngest winners of the prestigious event, Coco's triumph helped solidify her place in the surfing world and earned her a loyal fan base. Consistent top 10 finishes on the WSL Championship Tour. Over the years, Coco Ho became a consistent performer on the WSL Championship Tour. She spent many seasons ranked in the top 10 of the world rankings, competing in some of the most famous events on the tour, including the Pipeline Pro, Margaret River Pro, and Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Her strong finishes at these events contributed to her growing reputation as a top-tier competitor. Surfing style and versatility. Coco's unique approach to surfing became a hallmark of her career. Her ability to transition seamlessly between aggressive power moves and more fluid, stylish maneuvers made her stand out among her peers. Her surfing style combined technical precision with artistic flair, and she was particularly known for her smooth turns, stylish carves, and ability to read the waves with intuition and grace. Notable victories and finalists. In addition to her victory at the U.S. Open, Coco had a number of strong showings in various WSL events. She reached the finals of the Billabong Pro Rio in 2012, where she finished second, and she secured several podium finishes throughout her career. Her consistent performance in key events helped her maintain her position as one of the top surfers in the world. Coco's ability to perform in the pressure-filled environment of the championship tour, especially in high-stakes events, showcased her mental toughness and competitive spirit. Influence in the surfing community. Coco's impact extended beyond her competitive achievements. She was one of the first female surfers to gain significant social media attention, and her Instagram following exploded as fans connected with her relatable personality and love for the ocean. Coco's social media presence allowed her to promote not only her sponsors but also important causes like environmental conservation and women's empowerment in sports. Her growing influence was a major factor in her marketability, making her a highly sought-after athlete for surf brands like Quiksilver, Roxy, GoPro, and Volcom. Pioneer of female surfing media. As women's surfing began to receive more attention, Coco's media presence played a key role in elevating female athletes within the sport. She was featured in numerous surf films, documentaries, and advertisements, bringing awareness to the growing role of women in surfing. Her participation in various media projects helped inspire future generations of young female surfers and broadened the visibility of women's competitive surfing. Challenges and setbacks. Despite her success, Coco Ho faced numerous challenges throughout her career. The highly competitive nature of the WSL Championship Tour, combined with the rise of new talent and the demands of the tour, made it difficult for her to maintain consistent results at the very top. Coco battled injuries, including knee and ankle issues, which affected her performance in some seasons. At times, these setbacks kept her from reaching her potential in key events. But her resilience and determination kept her pushing forward. As the competition on the WSL Tour became more intense, Coco also found herself facing challenges in terms of staying at the top of her game. The rise of younger surfers, such as Caroline Marks and Tyler Wright, created a new generation of talent that Coco had to compete against. While she remained a strong competitor, the increasing level of competition made it harder for her to secure top finishes in every event. Final years and transition. In recent years, Coco Ho has transitioned away from full-time competition on the WSL Championship Tour. While she has not officially retired from the sport, she has scaled back her competition schedule and shifted her focus to other pursuits within the surfing world. Coco's dedication to surfing remains strong, and she continues to be an active ambassador for the sport, engaging with fans and sharing her passion for the ocean. Outside of competition, Coco has worked to build a career in surfing media, brand partnerships, and ocean conservation. She continues to be involved in environmental initiatives, using her platform to raise awareness about ocean preservation and the importance of protecting marine ecosystems. Coco's love for the ocean and her continued work to support the surfing community ensure that her influence will continue for years to come. Alana Renee Blanchard was born on March 5, 1990, in Kauai, Hawaii, a paradise island known for its picturesque beaches and ideal surf conditions. Growing up on the north shore of Kauai, Alana was surrounded by the ocean from a young age. Her family's deep connection to surfing played a crucial role in shaping her passion for the sport. Alana's father, Holt Blanchard, was a well-known surfer, and her mother, a dedicated supporter, encouraged Alana's early interests. Alana was introduced to surfing at the age of 4, spending much of her childhood in the water. With a natural affinity for the ocean and an innate ability to catch waves, Alana quickly became comfortable on a surfboard. By the time she was 7, she was already participating in local surf competitions, displaying a level of talent and confidence that exceeded her age. Her friendly and approachable personality combined with her athletic prowess made her a local favorite and helped her gain recognition within Hawaii's tight-knit surf community. As Alana entered her teenage years, her love for surfing intensified. Kauai's world-class waves provided the perfect backdrop for her growth as a surfer. By the age of 14, she was competing at the junior level and rapidly climbing through the ranks in Hawaii and beyond. Alana's focus on surfing was matched by her commitment to maintaining her education, balancing both school and sport with equal dedication. Her rise as a competitive surfer in her teenage years set the stage for a successful professional career. Turning professional and breaking onto the world stage. At the age of 18, Alana Blanchard made her professional debut in the world of competitive surfing. Her transition to the World Surf League, WSL Championship Tour was a defining moment in her career. As a newcomer, Alana faced the challenge of competing against some of the top female surfers in the world, including Stephanie Gilmore, Carissa Moore, and Sally Fitzgibbons. Despite the stiff competition, Alana's natural talent, fearless style, and laid-back personality allowed her to adapt to the pressure and thrive in the world of elite professional surfing. Her early years on the tour were marked by consistent performances, though Alana's breakthrough moment came in 2009 when she won the Hawaiian Pro, one of the most prestigious competitions in the sport. This victory was a major milestone in her career, as it not only boosted her reputation but also solidified her status as one of the top up-and-coming surfers in the world. Alana's win at the Hawaiian Pro was especially significant because it showcased her ability to perform under the most challenging conditions, as the competition took place in large, powerful waves. Alana's success continued to grow as she competed in various international competitions. By 2010, she had become one of the most recognized surfers on the WSL Championship Tour. And her performances consistently put her in the running for top finishes. She gained a reputation for her powerful turns, smooth style, and ability to surf with grace and aggression. Her skill set quickly made her a fan favorite, and her marketability skyrocketed as she began to sign endorsement deals with major brands like Rip Curl, which boosted her profile beyond the surf world. Career peak and major achievements. Alana Blanchard's career peaked in the early 2010s when she became one of the most successful and influential female surfers on the WSL Championship Tour. Her competitive edge, combined with her distinctive style, made her a consistent contender in the world's top surf competitions. While she may not have claimed the World Championship title, her performances in various events earned her multiple top 5 finishes and cemented her place among the best surfers in the world. In 2014, Alana's competitive success reached a new level when she finished the season ranked 4th in the world, a career best placement. Her performance in major events such as the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach and the US Open of Surfing garnered attention and praise, and she was widely regarded as one of the sport's most exciting and marketable athletes. Alana's strength in the water, combined with her friendly personality and social media presence, made her a global ambassador for the sport, bringing attention to women's surfing and inspiring a new generation of young surfers. While Alana's competitive career remained strong throughout the 2010s, she also began to diversify her interests and career outside of professional surfing. One of the most notable aspects of Alana's success was her ability to balance her professional achievements with a burgeoning career in modeling and media. With her athletic physique and charismatic personality, Alana signed lucrative contracts with major brands, including Rip Curl, and became a well-known figure in the fashion and lifestyle world. Her modeling work allowed her to reach a broader audience, and she gained recognition as a popular social media influencer, connecting with millions of followers worldwide. Her media appearances and popularity on social platforms allowed Alana to become a global ambassador for female athletes, helping to raise awareness about women in surfing and sports in general. Throughout her career, she remained vocal about the challenges faced by women in professional sports, including issues such as pay disparity and gender inequality. As a result, Alana's success as an athlete was not only measured by her competition results, but also by her ability to inspire others and bring attention to important issues in the sports world. Challenges and setbacks. Despite her success, Alana Blanchard's career was not without challenges. As with many professional athletes, Alana faced injuries that sometimes hindered her performance on the tour. A significant setback came in 2011 when she suffered a knee injury that required surgery, forcing her to take time off from competition. However, true to her resilient nature, Alana recovered quickly and returned to competition, showing her strength and determination to overcome obstacles. Additionally, in 2017, Alana took a step back from full-time competition. While she had enjoyed significant success in the earlier part of her career, she began focusing on her family and other pursuits outside of professional surfing. Alana had grown weary of the intense travel schedule and the pressures of the competitive surf circuit. During this time, she became more involved in the lifestyle and modeling aspects of her career and continued to maintain a strong presence on social media, sharing insights into her life, travels, and personal endeavors. Though she stepped away from the competitive surf scene, Alana's love for surfing never waned. She continued to surf and participate in exhibitions, maintaining her connection to the ocean while nurturing her other interests. Through her social media platforms, she remained a prominent figure in the surfing community, keeping her fans engaged and inspiring them with her positive outlook and adventurous spirit. Later years and continued impact. In the later years of her career, Alana Blanchard shifted her focus toward advocating for women's surfing and encouraging the next generation of female surfers. She used her platform to promote body positivity, self-confidence, and environmental consciousness. As a role model for young women in sports, Alana became an advocate for equality in athletics and for the importance of mental and physical well-being. Her advocacy work, combined with her experience in the sport, helped to amplify the voices of female surfers and bring attention to the unique challenges they face. Although Alana had taken a step back from the competitive world of professional surfing, her influence on the sport remained strong. She continued to be a mentor to younger surfers, helping them navigate the pressures of professional competition and encouraging them to follow their passions. In addition to her advocacy for women's surfing, Alana remained involved in the surf industry through her partnerships with brands and her work in surf-related media. Quincy Davis was born on November 30, 1994, in Long Island, New York. Raised in a coastal environment, Quincy developed an early connection to the ocean, often spending her childhood near the beach. Growing up in a surfing community, she was introduced to the sport at a very young age, with her parents encouraging her to explore the water. Quincy's early fascination with the ocean quickly translated into a deep love for surfing. Inspired by the local surf culture and the thriving surf scene in New York, Quincy began surfing at the age of 8, with a passion that would only grow over time. As a young girl, Quincy was determined to learn and progress quickly in the sport. She started out by catching small waves at local beaches, and with each session, her skills improved. Her dedication to the sport was evident early on, as she spent much of her time surfing in all kinds of conditions. Though there weren't many female surfers in the area at the time, Quincy was undeterred. Her early years of surfing were spent competing in local contests and receiving guidance from experienced surfers in the Long Island area. This community support fostered her growth and allowed her to hone her abilities both in the water and as an athlete. Quincy's passion for surfing was further fueled by her deep connection to the natural world and the rhythm of the waves. As she grew older, she began to participate in regional and national competitions, quickly standing out due to her fluid style, aggressive maneuvers, and a natural ability to read the waves. Her enthusiasm for the sport and ability to perform under pressure marked the beginning of her rise in competitive surfing. Career breakthrough and rise to prominence. Quincy's journey toward becoming a professional surfer began in her teenage years when she started entering and excelling in various amateur surfing competitions. As she progressed, it became clear that Quincy had the talent and determination to make it to the top. Her breakthrough came in 2010, when, at the age of 16, she earned her first major recognition by competing in the Eastern Surfing Association (ESA) Eastern Championships, one of the most prestigious amateur contests on the East Coast. Her performance at this event earned her multiple accolades and cemented her place as a rising star in the world of competitive surfing. In 2012, Quincy moved to California to continue her surfing career and to gain exposure to a broader, more competitive surf scene. The move proved to be a pivotal moment in her career, as she began to compete in national and international events, facing off against some of the best female surfers in the world. It was during this period that Quincy caught the attention of several major surf brands, who began sponsoring her as she made waves in the competitive surfing world. Her success in key events, paired with her consistent performances, quickly propelled her to national recognition. By the age of 18, Quincy was already considered one of the top rising stars in the surfing world, and her technical ability was frequently compared to that of some of the sport's most well-established athletes. Her balanced approach to competitive surfing, combining creativity, power, and precision, made her a standout in the professional circuit. Quincy's relentless drive, along with her willingness to take risks in her surfing, further set her apart from her peers and caught the eye of industry leaders. Main achievements and milestones. Quincy Davis's career has been marked by several significant milestones, which have solidified her status as one of the most talented and influential female surfers of her generation. Her achievements reflect not only her natural talent but also her tireless work ethic and passion for the sport. Below are some of her major accomplishments. Early competition success, 2010-2012. Quincy's early success in local and regional competitions helped establish her as a promising surfer with a bright future. By winning several Eastern Surfing Association championships and excelling in national events, she earned a reputation for her competitive edge and her ability to perform under pressure. Breakthrough in the World Surf League, WSL. Events. Quincy's career took off when she began competing in the World Surf League, WSL events, showcasing her skills on a larger platform. She quickly earned respect from both her peers and surfing fans worldwide. Throughout her career, she competed in various events and made impressive runs, consistently reaching the later rounds of competitions. Notable performances at the U.S. Open of Surfing. The U.S. Open of Surfing in Huntington Beach, California, is one of the largest and most prestigious surfing contests in the world, and Quincy has had notable performances at this iconic event. Competing against some of the best surfers in the world, Quincy has advanced to the later rounds, cementing her reputation as a top-tier competitor. Sponsorships and brand partnerships. As her career progressed, Quincy's skill, style, and influence in the surfing world earned her sponsorship deals with major surf brands such as Roxy, Rip Curl, and Vans. These partnerships have allowed her to promote the sport of surfing on a global scale and have helped secure her financial stability as a professional athlete. Advocacy for women in surfing. Throughout her career, Quincy has been an advocate for the visibility and recognition of women's surfing. She has used her platform to highlight the importance of equal opportunities for female surfers and has been vocal about the need for more media coverage and sponsorships for women's events. Her advocacy work has helped push for greater equity within the surfing world, and she continues to speak out on behalf of female athletes in the sport, documenting the surfing lifestyle. Quincy is also known for her ability to engage with her audience through social media and her personal blog. As a surfer, she shares her experiences, challenges, and victories with her fans, providing a behind-the-scenes look at the life of a professional surfer. Her efforts to document her surfing lifestyle have connected her with fans globally, building a dedicated following that extends beyond just her competitive performances. Influence on young surfers. Through her success and her positive representation of women in the sport, Quincy has become a role model for aspiring female surfers, especially those from regions outside the traditional surfing strongholds of California and Hawaii. She is often seen as an inspiration to young girls, proving that with dedication, skill, and a passion for the sport, they can compete on the world stage. Challenges and final years. Like all professional athletes, Quincy has faced her share of challenges. The nature of competitive surfing, which involves traveling to remote and unpredictable surf spots, has meant that she had to adjust to constant changes in conditions and the physical demands of the sport. Injuries have also been a part of her career, and Quincy has had to navigate setbacks such as minor injuries, which forced her to take time off from competition and refocus her efforts on rehabilitation. Despite these challenges, Quincy has remained resilient and continued to perform at a high level. Her passion for surfing has only grown stronger with time, and her competitive spirit is as fierce as ever. In recent years, Quincy has placed greater emphasis on personal growth, enjoying the opportunity to surf for herself rather than solely focusing on the competitive side of the sport. She has continued to be a prominent figure in women's surfing, balancing her career with her desire to contribute to the surfing community through mentorship, coaching, and social media outreach. As she enters the later stages of her competitive career, Quincy has expressed interest in expanding her influence outside of just competitive surfing. She has become involved in advocating for ocean conservation and has continued to use her platform to raise awareness about environmental issues related to the ocean. Additionally, Quincy has increasingly focused on her personal life, as well as her long-term goals for life beyond professional surfing. Stephanie Gilmore was born on January 29, 1988. In the small coastal town of Murwillumbah, New South Wales, Australia. Growing up in a family that was deeply connected to the ocean, Stephanie was exposed to the world of surfing from an early age. Her father, Peter Gilmore, was an avid surfer, and it wasn't long before Stephanie followed in his footsteps, showing a natural affinity for the sport. She began surfing at the age of 10 and was soon spending most of her free time at the beach, learning the craft under the guidance of her father and local surf mentors. Stephanie's early years were spent at the renowned surf breaks of the Tweed Coast, where she quickly developed her skills. Her smooth, fluid style on the waves stood out, making her one of the most promising young talents in the region. She began competing in local junior competitions as a teenager, and it didn't take long for the surfing community to take notice of her exceptional ability and potential. At 14, she won her first major competition, the Queensland State Titles, marking the beginning of her competitive career. Her talent did not go unnoticed by sponsors and surf brands, which were eager to support her. By the time she was 17, Stephanie was already competing in national and international junior events. Her success at these competitions established her as one of the most exciting rising stars in the world of women's surfing. Breaking onto the world stage in 2007, at the age of 19, Stephanie made her debut on the Association of Surfing Professionals, ASP World Tour, which would later become the World Surf League, WSL. Stephanie's entry into the world of professional surfing was seamless. Despite her youth and relative inexperience at the highest level, she quickly made her mark by consistently outperforming more seasoned surfers. Her graceful and powerful approach to the waves, combined with her competitive intelligence, allowed her to adapt quickly to the demands of the World Tour. It was in 2007 that Stephanie claimed her first World Championship Tour, WCT victory, at the Roxy Pro Gold Coast in Australia. This win not only made her the youngest surfer to win an event on the WCT, but it also propelled her into the spotlight as one of the most talented and promising female surfers in the world. Stephanie's breakthrough was followed by a series of strong results in 2008, including another victory at the Roxy Pro Gold Coast. This established her as one of the top surfers in the world, setting the stage for the rest of her career. Career peak and dominance in women's surfing. From 2007 onward, Stephanie Gilmore's rise to the top of women's surfing was nothing short of meteoric. Her combination of technical skill, wave selection, and natural flow on the waves earned her a reputation as one of the most consistent and versatile surfers in the world. Throughout her career, she maintained a unique style characterized by fluidity, control, and elegance on the waves. Her smooth lines and ability to maintain speed through turns made her stand out from her competitors. Stephanie's first major career peak came in 2007 when she claimed her maiden ASP Women's World title, making her the youngest ever world champion at just 19 years old. This achievement was a testament to her remarkable talent and composure, as she went on to dominate the tour for the next several years. Her effortless style, combined with her ability to perform in diverse conditions, allowed her to excel in events held all over the world, from the powerful breaks of Hawaii to the small, technical waves of France and the pristine points of Indonesia. Over the next decade, Stephanie's career was marked by a series of incredible achievements and records. She claimed the world title a total of 7 times, cementing her legacy as one of the greatest female surfers of all time. Her titles came in 2007, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2015, and 2018, and she was known for her consistency in the face of rising competition from the next generation of female surfers. Her dominance on the world tour in these years was unmatched, and her ability to perform under pressure was key to her success. One of her most memorable performances came in 2012 when she clinched her 5th world title at the Roxy Pro Biarritz in France. That victory made her the first female surfer to win 5 world titles, a feat that solidified her as a true legend of the sport. Her competitive rivalry with surfers like Carissa Moore, Tyler Wright, and Sally Fitzgibbons fueled her success and pushed her to continue evolving and refining her technique. Notable achievements and milestones. Throughout her career, Stephanie has amassed a remarkable list of achievements, some of which include 7 world titles. Stephanie Gilmore won the World Surf League Women's Championship title a total of 7 times. 2007, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2015, and 2018. This feat makes her one of the most successful female surfers in the history of the sport. Record-setting performances. As the youngest ever female surfer to win a world championship title, Stephanie set a number of records throughout her career, including the record for the most consecutive world titles, which stood at 5, a record she achieved in 2014. Endorsements and media presence. Beyond her competitive achievements, Stephanie Gilmore has become a prominent figure in surf culture and the broader sporting world. She has been the face of several major global surf brands, including Roxy and Billabong. Stephanie's natural charisma and positive attitude have made her a sought-after figure for advertising campaigns and media appearances. She has also appeared in numerous surf films, showcasing her undeniable skills and further solidifying her influence in the sport. Consistency and longevity. Stephanie's remarkable consistency throughout her career has been one of the defining features of her success. Not only has she consistently finished in the top ranks of the WSL Championship Tour, but she has also managed to sustain her elite level of performance over a long career. This longevity in a physically demanding sport speaks to her dedication, work ethic, and passion for surfing. Inspiring the next generation. As one of the most visible and influential female athletes in the world, Stephanie Gilmore has played a pivotal role in inspiring future generations of female surfers. Her success on the world tour, combined with her positive attitude and willingness to advocate for women's surfing, has helped elevate the sport to new heights. Her achievements have opened doors for countless young women to follow in her footsteps and pursue careers in surfing. Challenges and setbacks. Despite her success, Stephanie has faced challenges along the way. Injuries, including a knee injury in 2016, temporarily halted her momentum and caused her to miss several competitions. Additionally, as the competitive landscape grew more challenging with the rise of new talent, Stephanie faced increasing pressure to maintain her position at the top. However, Stephanie has shown resilience in overcoming these obstacles, bouncing back from injuries and continuing to compete at a high level. Stephanie's dedication to the sport, even in the face of these challenges, has been one of the key factors behind her continued success. Her ability to adapt to the ever-evolving nature of competitive surfing, combined with her unmatched passion, has allowed her to stay relevant in a sport that is often dominated by younger, up-and-coming athletes. Kelia Moniz was born on February 9, 1993, in Honolulu, Hawaii, into a family deeply immersed in the surfing lifestyle. Growing up on the shores of the North Shore of Oahu, Kelia's connection to the ocean was forged from an early age. The North Shore is known as a hotspot for surfing enthusiasts, and it is home to some of the most famous waves in the world. Her father, Tony Moniz, a former professional surfer, played an instrumental role in introducing her to the sport, while her mother, who was also a surfer, helped nurture Kelia's love for the ocean. Kelia began surfing at the age of 4, when she took to the water for the first time on a boogie board. It was clear from the start that she had a natural connection to the waves, and her father encouraged her to pursue surfing as a serious sport. By the age of 10, Kelia was already competing in local surf competitions, where she began to make a name for herself as a promising young talent. Growing up in Hawaii's surf culture, Kelia was surrounded by influential athletes, which only fueled her determination to carve out her place in the sport. Kelia's early years in surfing were marked by a desire to challenge herself and push her boundaries. As a young girl, she had to overcome the perception that female surfers were at a disadvantage compared to their male counterparts. This adversity helped Kelia develop resilience, and she quickly earned a reputation for her smooth style, powerful turns, and ability to read the waves with great precision. Professional career and early success. Kelia Moniz's professional career began at the age of 16 when she joined the World Surf League (WSL) Championship Tour as a wildcard competitor. The transition from local competitions to the international surf scene was not an easy one. But Kelia's early results were promising. She was known for her competitive drive, and her smooth, natural style in the water stood out among the rising stars of women's surfing. While it took time for her to secure top finishes in the World Tour, her presence on the international circuit became undeniable. In 2011, Kelia's first big breakthrough came when she won the prestigious Roxy Pro Gold Coast, one of the most important events on the WSL women's calendar. The victory was a testament to her skill, preparation, and ability to perform under pressure. The Roxy Pro Gold Coast win propelled her into the spotlight, where she would gain further recognition as one of the top female surfers on the international stage. From that moment, Kelia's career began to take off. She began to compete in and win numerous events in the World Qualifying Series, WQS, consistently making it to the finals and becoming a regular fixture in the top 10. While she did not immediately clinch the World Championship title, she began to build a solid reputation as a consistent performer. As a result, she garnered a loyal following of fans who appreciated her surfing style, her laid-back personality, and her dedication to the sport. Career peak and major achievements. Kelia Moniz's career reached new heights in the late 2010s when she began to fully cement her status as one of the leading figures in women's professional surfing. In addition to her success on the WSL World Tour, Kelia also earned accolades in a variety of other major competitions. She consistently ranked in the top 10 of the WSL's Women's Championship Tour, and her performances at events like the Vans US Open of Surfing and the Maui Pro earned her numerous top finishes. She had solid performances at major competitions that showcased her versatility in various wave conditions, from small beach breaks to larger reef breaks. Kelia's smooth and fluid style, combined with her ability to read waves and choose the best lines, made her a crowd favorite. In addition to her technical skills, she became known for her positive attitude and her dedication to promoting women's surfing. She played a significant role in pushing for more representation and opportunities for women in the sport, which had traditionally been dominated by male athletes. Kelia's status as a top athlete was reinforced through her success in these competitions and her growing influence within the surf community. In 2014, Kelia achieved another landmark in her career when she clinched her first Women's Longboard World Championship, solidifying her position as a world-class surfer. A fierce competitor with an effortless style, she became one of the leading figures in longboarding, an area of surfing where grace, control, and style are just as important as power. Her championship victory was a symbol of her commitment to the sport, as she combined her love for traditional surfing with her desire to compete at the highest level. Her career was further defined by a string of impressive performances in major events. Throughout her career, Kelia remained consistent in both shortboard and longboard surfing. Her success in longboarding led to her receiving accolades for her ability to blend style and athleticism, with a particular focus on nose riding and graceful flow. She also had great success in surf exhibitions, where she was able to showcase her versatility by competing in events that celebrated the art of longboarding. Kelia's rise as a prominent surfer was not only based on her competitive achievements but also her widespread popularity in the surf industry. Her collaborations with brands such as Roxy and Quicksilver helped bring her name to the forefront of the surf world, while her social media presence allowed her to connect with her audience, promoting positive messages about body image, mental health, and environmental activism. She was also a strong advocate for gender equality in professional sports and worked tirelessly to help women surfing gain recognition and respect. Challenges and setbacks. Like any athlete, Kelia Moniz faced her fair share of challenges throughout her career. Despite her consistent performances on the WSL Championship Tour, she encountered setbacks that forced her to reassess her goals and career trajectory. Injuries, such as minor knee and ankle issues, kept her sidelined for short periods and forced her to miss out on some major events. Additionally, the pressure of maintaining a high level of performance on the World Tour, coupled with the demands of sponsorships, media obligations, and travel, began to take its toll. The fast-paced and competitive nature of the sport sometimes made it difficult for Kelia to find balance between her surfing career and personal life. Still, she remained dedicated to the sport and continued to train hard to overcome obstacles and improve her performance. Later years and continued contributions to the surfing world. In recent years, Kelia Moniz has continued to be an active figure in the surfing world, despite scaling back from full-time competition. While she no longer participates in the World Surf League Championship Tour, she remains heavily involved in surfing, especially in the longboarding scene. She has also become an advocate for sustainable practices within the surfing industry, often speaking out on the importance of preserving the ocean and minimizing plastic waste. In addition to her surfing, Kelia has continued her work in promoting women's surfing. She has been an active voice for gender equality in sports, particularly when it comes to equal representation and opportunities for female athletes. Through her platform, Kelia has encouraged young girls to follow their dreams and pursue a career in surfing, inspiring them to break through barriers in what has often been a male-dominated sport. Kelia Moniz has also become a prominent figure in the lifestyle and fashion industry. With her social media presence and successful brand partnerships, she has expanded her career beyond competitive surfing. She has appeared in various fashion campaigns, modeled for surf and lifestyle brands, and used her platform to discuss important issues like mental health and sustainability. Malia Manuel was born on August 9, 1993, in Honolulu, Hawaii, a place that would shape her identity and set the foundation for her career as one of the best surfers in the world. Growing up on the island of Kauai, Malia was surrounded by the ocean from a young age. The beaches of Hawaii, known for their beautiful surf breaks, served as both her playground and her training ground. Malia's family was deeply connected to the water. Her father, Mike Manuel, is a skilled surfer. And her mother, Lucy, has been a supportive figure throughout her journey. Malia was introduced to surfing at the age of 5. Her father's influence was paramount, as he would take her to the beach, teaching her the skills she would need to excel. By the age of 8, Malia was already surfing on her own, riding smaller waves and becoming increasingly proficient. Her natural affinity for the water and competitive spirit set her apart from her peers early on. As a child, Malia's love for surfing grew alongside her skills. By the time she was a teenager, she had already earned recognition in the local surf scene. In high school, she balanced her education with competitive surfing, participating in junior competitions and rapidly gaining attention for her talent. Her dedication to the sport, coupled with her calm and focused demeanor, made her a standout in local competitions. Malia's dream was clear. She wanted to become a professional surfer and compete at the highest levels, turning professional and rising through the ranks. Malia's transition from a local talent to a professional surfer began at the age of 14. In 2008, she received an invitation to participate in the World Surf League (WSL) Women's Championship Tour. Although young and inexperienced on the world stage, Malia made an impression with her poise and technical ability. She quickly became known for her smooth style, powerful turns, and the ease with which she navigated waves. By 2009, Malia had firmly established herself as one of the top juniors in the world. At the age of 16, she made her breakthrough at the US Open of Surfing, a prestigious event where she finished as a semi-finalist. Her performance caught the attention of major surf sponsors, and Malia soon signed endorsement deals with brands like Billabong, further cementing her place in the surf world. In 2010, Malia's professional career took off when she earned her spot on the World Surf League Championship Tour, CT, which is the highest level of professional surfing. At just 17, she was one of the youngest surfers to qualify for the tour. Her skill, versatility in different conditions, and maturity on the waves made her a force to be reckoned with. That same year, she also won the Hawaiian Pro in Halewa, one of the most prestigious contests in Hawaii, marking her first major win in her professional career. Career peak and major achievements. Malia Manuel's career reached its peak in the years following her entry into the professional circuit. She quickly became one of the most dominant and consistent surfers on the WSL Championship Tour. With her combination of powerful turns, stylish aerials, and excellent wave selection, she had all the tools to succeed in any conditions. Malia's ability to perform in both small, clean waves and larger, more powerful surf made her one of the most versatile competitors in the world. Her first major career milestone came in 2014 when she won the Rip Curl Women's Pro, held at Bells Beach in Australia. This victory was significant because it marked Malia's first WSL Championship Tour win, a moment she had been working toward since she joined the tour. Malia's victory in Australia showcased her growing potential and solidified her position as a top contender in women's surfing. In 2015, Malia's consistency and skill on the tour paid off when she finished in third place on the World Surf League Championship Tour rankings, the highest position of her career. She had become one of the top surfers in the world, regularly making it to the finals and earning podium finishes at events around the globe. Her style, athleticism, and professionalism made her a fan favorite, and she continued to garner sponsorship deals, further establishing her as a leading figure in women's surfing. In addition to her WSL achievements, Malia's accomplishments on the global surfing scene were not limited to one tour. She competed successfully in a variety of events, including the Quicksilver Pro France, where she made it to the finals, and the O'Neill Women's Pro, further solidifying her reputation as one of the top surfers of her generation. Her most impressive victory came in 2018 when she triumphed at the Beachley Classic in Australia, a win that gave her a coveted spot on the podium at another high-profile international competition. Malia's continued excellence in the water kept her at the forefront of women's surfing, where she competed against top surfers like Carissa Moore, Stephanie Gilmore, and Sally Fitzgibbons, and earned respect from both her peers and fans worldwide. Injuries and setbacks. Malia's career has not been without its challenges. Like many athletes in extreme sports, she has faced injuries that have tested her resolve and determination. In 2016, Malia suffered a significant ankle injury that forced her to take time off from competition. Though the injury was a setback, Malia's recovery was nothing short of remarkable. She worked tirelessly to regain her form and strength, proving her resilience and commitment to the sport. Despite injuries and the intense pressures of being on the WSL Championship Tour, Malia managed to remain a top competitor. She continually adjusted her approach, refining her technique, learning new tricks, and adapting to the ever-changing dynamics of women's surfing. Her drive to return stronger after each injury showed her unwavering commitment to the sport and her passion for competitive surfing. Later years and continued influence. As of the late 2010s and early 2020s, Malia Manuel remains a prominent figure in the surfing world. Despite the challenges and changes in the sport, including the transition from the WSL to the Olympics, Malia has remained dedicated to her craft. She has competed in various events, often landing in the top spots and staying competitive against younger, rising surfers. Malia also has taken on the role of mentor and advocate for the next generation of surfers. As one of the most prominent Hawaiian surfers, she uses her platform to inspire young athletes, particularly girls, to pursue their dreams in surfing. In addition to being a role model, Malia has worked with various organizations to promote environmental sustainability and the importance of preserving the oceans she has spent her entire life riding. She is a passionate advocate for gender equality in sports, speaking out about the challenges faced by women in surfing, and pushing for more opportunities and recognition for female athletes. Malia's influence extends beyond the competitive arena, as she has become a powerful voice for women's rights and sustainability in the world of extreme sports. Laura Enever was born on November 24, 1991, in Sydney, Australia, to a family with a deep connection to the water. Growing up in the coastal suburb of North Narrabeen, Laura was introduced to the ocean from an early age. Her parents, both passionate about the beach and surfing, helped foster her love for the water. Laura was raised in a community that celebrated surfing, and it didn't take long before she was drawn to the sport. By the age of 10, Laura was already spending her days at the beach, learning how to ride the waves on a small surfboard. The beaches of northern Sydney, including the renowned North Narrabeen Beach, provided the perfect environment for her to develop her surfing skills. From her early days, Laura demonstrated a natural talent for surfing. She was an energetic and determined child, eager to master the sport and compete in local contests. Her enthusiasm for surfing quickly turned into a passion, and as she entered her teens, Laura began competing in regional surf competitions. At the age of 12, Laura won her first major event, signaling the beginning of what would become a successful career in the sport. Her skills were soon recognized, and she continued to excel in local events, rapidly climbing the ranks of young female surfers in the area. Journey to professional surfing. Laura's success in local competitions paved the way for her entry into more significant surfing events, and by the time she was in her late teens, she had already set her sights on becoming a professional surfer. Recognizing her potential, Laura's parents and coaches provided the support she needed to push her career forward. As a young surfer, Laura spent considerable time traveling to surf hotspots around Australia and beyond, competing in national and international events to hone her craft. Her breakthrough came at the age of 18 when she earned a spot on the World Surf League (WSL) Championship Tour (CT) in 2010. Becoming one of the youngest Australian surfers to qualify for the prestigious circuit, her rapid rise to the elite level of professional surfing was a testament to her work ethic and determination. Laura's smooth style, competitive spirit, and deep connection to the ocean were key factors that helped her stand out from her peers. Despite her youth, Laura's presence on the tour was marked by confidence and skill, and she quickly earned the respect of fellow competitors. Career peak and notable achievements. Laura's time on the WSL Championship Tour (CT) was the peak of her competitive career, and it was during these years that she reached some of the highest points in her surfing career. Her performances on the world stage made her one of the most recognizable female surfers in the world. Some of the highlights and achievements that define her career include WSL Championship Tour (CT). Success. Laura's consistent performances on the WSL CT were instrumental in solidifying her reputation as one of the leading surfers of her generation. Competing against the best in the world, Laura became known for her sharp competitive edge and versatility in the water. She made several strong finishes at major events, including her top finishes at iconic contests like the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach and the Women's Fiji Pro. Notable surfing titles. Laura's most prominent success came in 2012, when she claimed victory at the prestigious Australian National Surfing Titles, a title that significantly boosted her profile in the surfing world. Her performance at the event was a reflection of her dedication and her technical skill, and it helped establish her as one of Australia's leading female surfers. WSL ranking and consistency. Throughout her career, Laura consistently ranked among the top 15 female surfers in the world, with multiple seasons where she secured spots in the top 10. Her success on the WSL Tour was built upon her ability to adapt to various wave conditions. Whether it was powerful reef breaks or smaller, more technical waves. She was especially known for her ability to perform aggressive maneuvers, carving tight turns and hitting the lip with style and precision. Global recognition and sponsorships. As Laura's reputation grew, so did her visibility in the world of professional surfing. She attracted sponsorship deals with major brands in the surfing industry, including Quiksilver, Roxy, and GoPro. These sponsorships not only provided financial support for her career but also helped her reach a wider audience. Her involvement in various campaigns and marketing initiatives further cemented her status as a well-known figure in the surfing world. Mentorship and advocacy. In addition to her competitive achievements, Laura became a vocal advocate for women in surfing. She was a staunch supporter of increased media coverage, better prize money, and more opportunities for female surfers on the world stage. Through her platform, Laura mentored young female surfers, encouraging them to pursue their dreams in a sport that was traditionally dominated by men. She became a role model for young girls who aspired to follow in her footsteps. Iconic surf sessions and media exposure. Outside of competitive surfing, Laura appeared in various surf films and documentaries that helped showcase her unique style and approach to the sport. Her involvement in surf media not only elevated her profile but also gave her a global platform to promote her passion for surfing. Some of her most iconic surf sessions were captured in surf films, which featured her ability to ride challenging waves with grace and power. Challenges and setbacks. While Laura's career was marked by significant achievements, like many professional athletes, she faced challenges and setbacks along the way. The high-pressure environment of competitive surfing, combined with the demands of traveling to remote surf spots, took its toll on Laura both mentally and physically. Injuries were a part of the journey, and she experienced several setbacks that prevented her from reaching her full potential during certain seasons. Additionally, the competitive landscape of professional surfing has grown increasingly fierce, with many young female surfers emerging as strong contenders. While Laura remained competitive on the tour, the rise of new talent and changing wave conditions made it difficult for her to consistently maintain her position at the top of the rankings. Despite this, she remained committed to her career and continued to work hard to stay competitive. Final years and transition. In recent years, Laura Enever has made the decision to transition away from the intense competition of the World Surf League Championship Tour. While she is no longer an active competitor on the CT, she has remained involved in the surfing world in other ways. Laura has taken on a more advisory and mentoring role, working with younger athletes and using her experience to help the next generation of surfers navigate the sport. Her love for the ocean and surfing remains as strong as ever, and she continues to be a prominent figure in the surfing community. In addition to her work with young surfers, Laura has also focused on other personal projects, including surfing-related media campaigns, social media outreach, and environmental activism. As a passionate advocate for ocean conservation, Laura has used her platform to raise awareness about the importance of protecting the oceans and marine life, ensuring that future generations can enjoy the waves as she did.